Hello, this is Amir from lowcarbmaster.com, and today we're going to have another exciting and tasty, simple recipe. It's called peanut chicken soup. All we'll need for this is some heavy cream, peanut butter, onion and garlic, butter, salt and pepper, and some chicken broth. What I like about this recipe is that not only is it simple, but it gives you all the fat, all the protein you need. Let's get started. So the first thing we do is the chicken. Now you don't necessarily have to put chicken in here. You can just use chicken broth from the store in a box. But me personally, I like the real thing. So I just have some chicken thighs, put them in here, leave them in for an hour. Put them in water. Turn on high heat in the beginning. You're gonna get a lot of that fizzy stuff that comes to the top. It's like brownish, bubbly stuff. Just take out with a spoon and get rid of. After you get rid of all that stuff, put on low heat, medium heat, cut up some onions and throw the onions in there, and let it sit for about an hour. Cook for about an hour, turn it off, and just let it sit. That's how you make your chicken broth if you want to make it that way. Plus, I like to have chicken in the soup itself. You don't necessarily have to, you can just use the chicken broth. Personally, the chicken in the soup. You're going to saute the garlic in a pan with the butter. Leave them in for about 5 minutes until they're tender. Put them in there. You don't want to put too high heat, but medium heat. I just put it high right now so the stick of butter would melt. Move that around a bit, and let it melt in with the rest of the garlic. Leave that in for about 5 minutes. Stir it around occasionally. What you want to do with chicken is, if you have chicken like I did, you can start shredding it at this point. Or if you have the broth, then you can just skip that step. So after you debone your chickens, you'll have it over here, a plate like this. All this is the chicken meat. I took the bones and skin and put them aside. We don't need those. Next thing we're going to do is put our chicken back in, then we'll put salt and pepper on it. There we go. Just chicken, no bones, no skin. You can use any type of salt you want. This is my preference. Sea salt. Our garlic should be sauteed all enough. As you can see, they're starting to brown a little bit. That tells me that they're getting tender. We'll put a cup of peanut butter on top of it. You can use a measuring cup, but personally I know this is a cup. I have a cup left. There we go. Now you're going to stir that in until the peanut butter completely melts down. Use natural peanut butter. Don't use the Skippy or all other crap. Use the one that you can grind yourself, or they'll grind for you from real peanuts. That's the best type. That's the type I use. No sugar added. No junk. There you go. Stir it. Just keep stirring until it melts in. So once the peanut butter is nice and melted, next thing you gotta do is pour it on top of the chicken broth. As you're stirring it in to melt it, make sure you turn on the flame for the chicken broth to get it nice and hot. Pour it all in on top. Make sure you get it all in. All the garlic, all the peanut butter, all the butter. Once it's in, let it boil for 2 minutes. Then let it simmer for 10. Then you're going to add your cup of heavy cream. A cup of heavy cream. You can add a little bit more, a little bit less. Doesn't really matter. It doesn't have to be perfect. I put it in here so I can get the remaining of the peanut butter out of it. So we'll go ahead and we'll pour that in. Make sure we get all of it. There you go. Now to make it thick, you can add your own guar gum or xanthan gum or whatnot. Just don't add cornstarch or flour, please. You'll just kill yourself there. Also, what you can add to it, you can add coconut flour or anything that dissolves like that. But personally, I don't need it to be that thick. The consistency is fine just the way it is. I'll stir it until the heavy cream gets warm in there. Stir it for a little bit, and you'll be ready to serve. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more amazing, simple, and tasty recipes from lowcarbmaster.com. Hope you enjoy it.